there's a lot of us that are doing things for the first time simply because we are called, like we answered the call to be the voice, to be the visionary leader, to be all of these things that spirit wants for us, especially for the people, for the new generation, for the kids that are coming in, but not only for them but for also the new paradigm. Like this is definitely a crucial time for all of us to really step up and not play small. Hello and welcome to Rocking with the Stars. If you're new here, my name is Petra, and like I said, welcome. Thank you so much for joining the Star family and just for checking in and clicking this video. I know for people who have been following me, or following this channel, you guys have not seen my face at all, simply because I just love creating content without showing my face. Especially because I was the type of person that always wanted the person to not be so distracted by the visual aspect of things, right? I'm somebody that wants to always encourage and use my words of affirmation, and whatever spirit has me talk about, I love to use those tools and let the visuals not be an important thing. But this is what leads me to making this video now. So fast forward, like I am definitely in a rebrand kind of era. Like, I don't know. I'm here being as vulnerable as possible. And I'm just like, I really don't know. Like, I don't know what season I'm heading into. I don't know what spirit has planned for me. Like, I'm in the unknown. And yes, it's uncomfortable, but I'm kind of excited about what's to come. And me just coming on here to share the uncomfortability of being in the unknown, not having all the answers. I think that's part of the reason why Spirit wanted me to hop on here, especially to show my face. I'm somebody who's always been running from any kind of spotlight. And I know I'm a Leo, if you guys didn't know already. So it's just like, what? You're a Leo? Like, there's always a misconceptions about Leos and wanting to take up space and be in that spotlight. A lot of times, Leos are just fine affirming other people and being that person to encourage other people to know their worth. We're always the ones that are kind of like, we're okay not having a spotlight. The spotlight naturally comes to us, but it's up to us to actually choose to be in that spotlight, to take up space. And I could say, when it comes to me and my journey, that has been something that in this past few weeks, it has been coming up a lot, simply because I know Spirit along my journey has always pushed me into these leadership roles, but I've always been the one to run away from it, right? I've always been the one to be like, no, like I'd rather not take on more responsibility. Like I'd rather not be the face of this company. I'd rather not. Like I've always been that. Like that has always been that kind of thing that I would do in the past seasons. But now it's like, what's different is Spirit is really pushing us to really step outside of our comfort zone. And I know many times in the past, we've always been presented with things and situations where we can choose to actually take up space and get outside of our comfort zone. But I feel like this is different on a collective level. I say this simply because with so many shifts that's happening, like this is the first for all of us, right? The Aquarius season, and just like everything, the planets, like you can look at even in astrology how everything aligns perfectly to how there's a lot of us that are doing things for the first time simply because we are called, like we answered the call to be the voice, to be the visionary leader, to be all of these things that Spirit wants for us, especially for the people, for the new generation, for the kids that are coming in, but not only for them, but for also the new paradigm. Like this is definitely a crucial time for all of us to really step up and not play small. And that's why I wanted to make this video. Um, because I can share a little bit and I can be a little bit, let me be a little bit transparent. Okay. So my journey has consisted with depression and anxiety and fear of being seen. And I know there's so many different creators that I follow online, especially on YouTube, that has definitely helped me, um, like nurture me into like showing up, into not being afraid of the spotlight, because I feel like a lot of that stems from like generations and generations before. Like a lot of that stems from our ancestors. Like a lot of it stems from not being able to speak up. Like our throat chakra was blocked because it was a way of survival. Like we had to survive times where we could not stand out. We could not take up space, because if we did, we would have got, you know, we would have got, you know. And it's not funny, but it's like I can laugh about it now because we've been through so much, and we are our ancestors, right? We've lived, I believe in reincarnation. We've lived those lifetimes where we, like, if we made something that was different from the group, whether it's political, whether it's family, whatever tribe, if you went away from the tribe, you would be exited out. Like, you would have no support, right? That was a means of survival. So, I say this to say that to the people that are scared, that need that little push and need that little, encouragement that it's okay to do it scared, just just do it anyways. I just feel like it's very important for us, like, even though we are scared of being seen, even though we are scared of putting ourselves out there and scared of the perception of others, how will we be perceived? Like, are people going to judge me? Like, are they going to like me? Are they not going to like me? It's okay to be afraid of those things. But where it becomes a problem is if you allow that to not make you move forward. You know, like, I feel like for me in life, I've always been a person where I need to progress. That's always been something for me. I need to know that I'm actually growing. If I feel like I'm being complacent, and if I feel like I'm being stagnant and I'm not moving and I'm the problem, I'm the cause of it, then I go to the extreme levels of making that change happen. Simply because if you're not growing, you're stagnant. And if you're stagnant, you're not living. And if you're not living, then you might as well be in the ground. Like, it's one of those things. So that's why I'm making this video. I'm making this video to anybody who really needed to hear this, to say that, like I said, it's okay to be afraid. It's okay to do it scared. It's just a matter of doing it anyways. Like, fear is, you face everything and rise. Fear is also false evidence appearing real. So a lot of those things are really embedded in our minds. And when they get in our mind and we start ruminating and overthinking, then it leads us to analysis paralysis, right? And that just simply means that you're analyzing everything and you're not moving. You're paralyzed. Like, you can't move. You can't make a decision. And really, spirit is just saying, like, just do it. Like, who cares? Like, it's really that thing where it's like, some people gonna like you, some people won't, and that's okay. And that's why I'm making an effort to just show up. Like, I've been on TikTok live, and I've been on TikTok live. I've been 3 days consistent now. And I'm like, just doing that, it kind of conditions me and it helps me be more confident, because one of my soul tribe literally said it, and he was just like, self-worth is something that is instilled in you. Nobody can teach you self-worth, right? Nobody can teach you self-worth. That is something that is instilled in you. It's only up to you to grow your sense of self-worth by pouring into you. But when it comes to confidence, confidence is learned simply because confidence is done through repetition, right? You repeat something, you repeat a skill, you apply those skills and you repeat it. So through the act of repetition, somebody will obviously become confident. When doctors and nurses, they go to school, they go through rounds. That is it's the act of repetition. And that's why when they get on the actual field and they have a client, a patient, they're confident in themselves because they've done it over and over and over again. But for us who are newly, who are new on the scene and haven't done anything like this before, like shown our face, any content that is showing our face or anything like that, I'm here to say, like, it's hard at first, but it gets easy. It gets more easier as you continue showing up. Because as you continue showing up, you'll be able to see different people and how other people perceive you. And then you'll be like, I'm gonna not pay attention to all the people that don't like me or don't think, this video benefits them or doesn't like my personality or thinks I'm too loud. I'm gonna focus on the people that actually, reciprocate the energy that I'm giving. I'm naturally a loud, rambunctious person. Like I'm like, hey, what's up? That's literally how I am. Spirit is asking for us to not dim our light anymore. I feel like we've done that, and it's okay that we did that. Like, forgive yourself and give yourself grace for doing that because we had to do that in order to survive a lot of circumstances and environments that could not accept us and couldn't receive us, right? But now, Spirit is saying that it is safe to be seen. It is safe to be seen. It is safe to express your authenticity. It is safe for you to show up fully, unabashedly, and tell your story and share your love, share your passion, share your interest, share your excitement, and it be okay. Like, yes, it won't be easily received because you're not supposed to be easily digestible for anybody. Matter of fact, if we're all easily digestible, like, baby, what I'm thinking about is the round SpongeBob. Y'all know that episode? I need to rewatch it because I haven't watched it in a long time, but that's just what popped up in my head. The round SpongeBob. He was trying to be easily digestible. He was boring. He wasn't his loud self, laughing loud, laughing for a long period of loud. Like, he was boring. He was round. And it's like, no. SpongeBob is a square. He's a square. Like, he's a sponge. He's supposed to take up space. He's supposed to soak it up and then, toss it out to the world. His love of things. And I don't know why SpongeBob is coming up, but I just feel like that's an easy way for people to understand like what is being said. And I feel like it's so necessary. And I'm just here because I'm holding myself accountable. That's why I said, you know what, I did my makeup on live before getting on here. And I was just like, you know what, now that I did my makeup, let me go ahead and shoot some content. Let me put myself out there. Because something that I notice is that when I start showing up fully, authentically, not having a care about who thinks of me and if they think I'm attractive or not, my tribe shows up. My tribe finds me. I'm not supposed to be going out there looking for my tribe. I'm not supposed to be out there looking for the people who will accept me. No, I'm supposed to show up 100% authentically with integrity, rooted in myself, rooted in my belief in myself and spirit and faith, and the people who will love my energy and love my vibe will literally naturally come to me. Heavy on being attracted or being attractive and attracting all things that makes me more attractive. Like it's like I don't have to try that hard. And I just feel like this is something that divine feminine teaches us, divine feminine teaches us that we don't have to try so hard. If we go back to the old days of goddesses and the deities and all the women, all the women archetypes, they didn't try that hard. Like, yes, if we needed to utilize masculine energy, we can set a plan and we can make that shit happen. Okay? But as far as divine feminine energy is allowing things to attract to us, right? We can show up as our beautiful selves, utilizing our siren like energy, utilizing our magnetism, and allowing those things to come to us. The whole having to struggle, the whole having to, I gotta work blood, sweat, tears. God forbid. God forbid. I'm not. That paradigm is gone. It's finito. It's unalived. Okay? It is unalived. Simply because we have shifted, like on a collective level, we have truly shifted. And now it's time, like, for people to wake up and be like, okay, now Delulu is a Salulu. Delulu has always been a Salulu, but I think it was taken to the extreme, to the point where people were unaliving themselves and, going to the extreme. Like I said, there's always an extreme to certain things. But Delulu is a Salulu. It's not a far-fetched concept, because when we're manifesting things, what do you have to do? You have to detach from your current reality. You have to detach from the limiting beliefs. You have to detach from the naysayers who don't believe in you, and you have to create your own reality where you fully believe that you are capable of achieving whatever desire that you put in your mind. That is manifestation. And so now we're stepping into that reality where I don't have to try so hard. So now let me actually put my energy towards things that light me up. Let me affirm these things that I already know I'm worthy of, right? Let me listen to affirmation music. That's what I've been doing. Literally, my routine so far has been, let me wake up in the morning. Let me write down all the things I'm grateful for. So a gratitude list, it can be 10 things. I just fill up the page and I write it one page full of things that I'm grateful for. And then after, I go outside and I walk and I just take in sight of everything. And I'm grateful for the nature spirits. I'm grateful for the water, the earth, the sun, the moon, the stars, all of it. I'm grateful for all those things, because when you're in a constant state of gratitude, then these things naturally come to you. It naturally comes your way. You don't have to try so hard. You don't have to work blood, sweat, and tears to make things happen, to make your manifestations happen. You can just be. You can just be. When you be in a state of gratitude, then all things, then you're so attracted. You're so attractive. Like your auric field is so attractive that it's just like, oh, somebody's like, what is that? What happened? Who are you? Can I give me a little taste? Like, you over here shining like the sun. I want to get a little taste of that, you know? So I just urge you guys to be in a state of flow, not overthink the little minor details, the minute details that us as humans overthink about and ruminate about. Because it don't be that serious. It really doesn't be that serious. Like our ancestors, our spirit guides, they really be looking at us like, y'all, it's not that deep. Like, it really is not that deep. Like, when we exit ourselves out of this universe, it's going to be one of those things where it's going to be like the end credits of a movie. And it'll be like, oh, okay, that was something, you know? Like, it would literally be that. Like, that is, if you think of that, like, imagine every time you finish watching a movie and the credits go on, you gonna go about your business. Like, you're not even gonna hold up about all the details that happen in the movie. Like, we'll discuss it, but then it'll be like, okay, that was it. All right, cool. Bye. That's literally how it'll be. So that's why I'm making this video, because I had to be very intentional, but also I had to tell myself, like, girl, it's only you holding yourself back. It's you versus you. You want all of these things. I know I want to travel. I don't want to work that hard because every time I work hard, I burn out and all this, that, and the third. Like, an abundant person. Like, I can just put my put this video on and speak and allow spirit to spread it to whoever needs to hear the message. And then from there, it will just grow. And I'm speaking to myself. This is video. This is something I can watch over again to talk to my future self when she's having a hard time. So if you start thinking about it in that way, life becomes so much easier because it really don't have to be that deep. And we be deep in it. We deep it so hard. But I just wanted to send this words of encouragement because I love y'all and I know I have neglected this channel, but it's one of those things where I needed something that was going to hold me accountable. And me actually intentionally getting ready and showing my face and, like really trying, it holds me accountable because now I'm training myself to be like, okay, just put this camera on, pick up this microphone and speak. And once I do that, it's like, okay, let me just do it. It becomes a habit. So let me actually take my own advice. Because one thing about me, I'm not somebody that's going to preach and not do what I say. No, I preach it, but I also walk what I talk every time. And yeah, if you're new here joining me on this journey, I welcome you. We are the Star family. And I appreciate you staying this long for all of this video. Hopefully, you stay along the journey and see what's in store because I truly don't know. But like I said, I'm so excited to what Spirit has to offer because I know it's great. I know it will be great. And for whoever's watching this, it will be great for you. Just start. Just do. Just be, Don't overthink it. Whatever comes to mind creatively, any inspiring thoughts, any things that you want to just do it. Don't overthink it. Just press record. Start that business, join that course, learn that skill, whatever the case may be. Don't overthink it. Just allow your heart to flow because your heart is where what will lead you to all the opportunities and all the doors Spirit has for us. It's our heart, not our mind. It really isn't our mind. We can be so logical all the time, but Spirit is like, follow your heart. Like, it's safe for you to follow your heart. You will not be condemned. You will not be burned at the stake. Okay? And I say this because I know they got me. I know they got me in the past life. I know they got me on that stake because I refuse to conform. I refuse, and so shall you. Refuse to conform to the narrative of limited thinking and limited beliefs that you are not enough because you are enough. You are love, and love is limitless. So I hope this brought encouragement to you guys. And yeah, let's see what's in store. Whatever comes to mind, I will come on here and just talk to you guys. But thank you guys for listening to me. Y'all stay flowing, glowing, and growing. Peace and love. Mwah.